Hey everyone, how's it going? I hope you're having a great day. I know it's been a long time coming, but it's finally time for February's pickups. Let's go ahead and go to the first couple stops.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while, but I've just been super busy. But first off, we're going to start off here at this Walmart where I found a couple clearance games. I saw these little yellow tags for specific games that were on clearance. So I was checking every one of them to see if there was any game that I might be interested in, but honestly there wasn't much here. Pretty much everything was picked through, but I was able to find one game that I wanted to add to the collection, and this is what I picked up.
So the first Walmart didn't have a bunch of clearance games compared to the other Walmart where I found all those clearance games on sale, but I did manage to find one game, and that was Mega Man 11. I believe it's the first Mega Man game on the Switch, or the newest Mega Man game, but I haven't really played any other Mega Man before. I've only played like Battle Network, and I have that one on the Switch, but other than that I don't think I've ever played an actual like side-scrolling Mega Man game. You know, maybe I'll get crucified for saying that, but yeah, Mega Man 11 for $10. I thought $10 was pretty great for this Mega Man 11 game.
Now, one of the main reasons I love collecting for the Nintendo Switch is because it has such a huge library. I sometimes encounter games that I never even knew existed, especially some games that I have digitally that I didn't even know had physical releases.
Now personally, I don't mind paying full price for a game, especially if it's a game that I want. But this game in particular caught my eye because I didn't even know they made a physical copy of this game. And then on top of that, it came with a bonus. So I figured I was for sure going to pick this game up, and that was Tetris 99. This actually, I did not know that this had a physical copy. I only played this digitally because I think it initially released digitally. But I think I paid 30 bucks for it. I thought it was definitely worth it to get a physical copy of this game, and as well as it includes a 12-month membership for NSO, so I thought 30 bucks is pretty good for this bundle, I guess. So I picked this one up. I don't really see this one too often. I'm pretty sure this one came out a while ago, so you probably won't find these out as much, or at least not new. But yeah, I figured for 30 bucks I'd pick up Tetris 99, a game that I didn't even know they made a physical copy for.
Now I'm at that one Walmart where I found all those Nintendo Switch games on clearance. If you haven't seen that video, I would definitely check that out to see what I picked up. But anyways, I'm here to see if there was any other games that I might be interested in to add to the collection. And the reason why, I didn't mention this the first time, but the reason why these games were on clearance was because the store was going through a remodel. So they were actually going to be moving the media area to another location in the store. So Walmart wanted to clearance all these games out so they would move less stuff. So that's why all these games were on clearance. I thought it was just like all Walmarts, even though some of them were having sales, but this is the reason why this store in particular was clearancing out all these games. They just didn't want to bother moving all of them at once.
So yeah, I visited that same Walmart where I found all those Nintendo Switch clearance games. I tried to see if I can find anything else, maybe some games that I didn't want initially, maybe I kind of wanted them now. Also, it was a new month, so I kind of replenished my funds, but also I didn't want to waste so much money. Just wanted to pick a couple more games up, and I did. So I'm going to start off with this one. There's already a video on this of what happened, but just to put it shortly, I bought this game, Fire Emblem 3 Houses, for 30 bucks. 30 bucks I thought was obviously a good deal. I'm pretty sure anybody would buy this for 30 bucks, right? And what ended up happening is that the game wasn't in there. I opened it. I was filming originally the video for February, and while I was filming that original video, found out that the game cart wasn't in there. So just to put it shortly, it was my fault. I should have checked the game cases. But yeah, I just wanted to share and put this one out first, that I bought. Basically a blank case for Fire Emblem 3 Houses for 30 bucks. So I will update you guys soon if you aren't interested what I'm going to be doing, if I go back to Walmart or not. But at this point, I might just say screw it, you know, I'm out 30 bucks. But yeah, it would have been nice to have this game for 30 bucks. Now for some games that were in their case, and I did verify them because there was some people that left some comments to kind of like verify if the games are in there, and one was check the bottom of the case. You can pretty much see the cards at the bottom. So I did verify these weren't in the game case. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure for $17. It's a anime fighting game. I'm not too familiar with the series, but I do love me some fighting game, so I figured I'd pick this up for 17 bucks. Why not? This double pack of Super Monkey Ball and Sonic Forces for 12 bucks. I figured this was a good deal. There's 2 games in one, so that was a definite pickup. Also, when I picked up the game, I'm pretty sure they had just announced the new Super Monkey Ball game, so now I'm really excited that I have this in the collection so I can get a little bit of Monkey Ball action before the new one comes out. Katamari Damacy Reroll for 12 bucks. I played Katamari back then on the PS2, and I believe this is actually a remake of the original Katamari back on the PS2, so I can't wait to pop this one in and play it again for 12 bucks. I thought this was a good deal. XCOM 2 collection for 12 bucks. Now, I personally love real-time strategy games, and from what I've heard, I think this plays very similar. I'm a big Halo Wars guy. Well, at least I used to be back in the 360 era. I loved Halo Wars, so when I found out that XCOM 2 kind of plays almost similarly to that, I figured I'd pick this one up for sure. And this also includes all the DLC that I believe the game came out with, all in one. I think you just got to download it. But yeah, XCOM 2, the collection. Now those were Walmart's pickups, so now let's go on and head over to my favorite place to pick up Nintendo Switch games.
Now, I know a lot of people have mixed feelings about GameStop, but personally, I love going there to find my Nintendo Switch games. You never know what you're gonna find. Every location has different inventory, which is why I go to as many GameStops as I can.
Now, if you know me, then you know I love GameStop. But if you don't know me, welcome. My name is Norman and I go by Chocolix here on YouTube, where I primarily focus on collecting for the Nintendo Switch. So if you love stuff like that, then please feel free to subscribe to the channel. Now, these GameStop trips were really good. I went at I would say a perfect time, because they were popping out deals left and right, and I went in, I guess, at the right time. So let me show you what I got. First, I want to show you some of the non-games, but they are Switch related, some amiibos that I picked up. I picked up the Sora amiibo. Sora, I personally, I love Kingdom Hearts. So I grew up playing that game back on the PS2. So I definitely wanted to pick this up when it released. So I picked up the Sora amiibo. I also picked up another amiibo, which is actually a reprint, and that is the Banjo and Kazooie amiibo for Super Smash Brothers. Now, I love Banjo Kazooie. I played it back on the 64. I'm glad it's on the NSO Online. I played a bit on there. But yeah, I knew I wanted to have this. I was so hyped when they announced Banjo and Kazooie, because we all thought they were never going to do it, and turns out they did, you know, just as big as Sora was when he announced. I feel like these were both such like insane reaction. People had such insane reactions to these characters being added to Super Smash Brothers. So I figured I would definitely pick this up. I actually ordered this online. But yeah, the Banjo and Kazooie amiibo. So the first GameStop trip, I actually got there in time when they were doing a sale on some of these indie games. And I took advantage of that. And one of the games that had like a deep discount was Celeste. Now this is, and from what I hear, a really great game. I hear a lot of the YouTubers that I watch talk so much. They praise this game so much. I figured I definitely wanted to pick this game up one day. I think it originally sold for about 35 bucks, which honestly is not a bad price. But me being me, you know, I try to wait for the times when they discount it, and they actually discounted this game to about $12. So to find this game for 12 bucks and brand new condition, well, the one that I got wasn't actually brand new. It was a gutted copy, which means that it was the last game that they had. So they opened it, they put the box on the shelf, and you know, they gave me everything. But I don't mind when they do that, because as long as it comes with everything, as you can see, it has everything. I really don't mind, as long as it has what it's supposed to have and the game works and the box is in good condition. I'm not gonna complain. At that same GameStop, I found another game to add to the collection, a game that was actually under $10, which is pretty crazy, because you don't normally find Nintendo Switch games under $10. They're like the only console that don't really sell. Even pre-owned Switch games don't go under $10 unless they're like shovelware. And I looked at this game, it didn't look like shovelware, and it's called They Always Run for 8 bucks. You can see originally it sold for 20 bucks. I don't know much about it. It's from Red Art Games. I don't know anything about this game. It looks like a platformer, so I figured why not for $8, you know, why not? Another game to the collection.
Now, sometimes GameStop is a hit or miss, and in this case, it was almost a miss. I didn't see anything on the shelf, so the last thing that I do before leaving is ask the employee for special edition games. What do I mean by that? Well, this is what I mean.
Now, usually GameStops have all their games on display, all their games that they have in inventory. Every time I ask the employee, is that all the games that you have? Everything that's on the shelf? They always say, yep, that's pretty much everything we have. And usually I take their word for it, but sometimes, every now and then, I'll ask, hey, do you guys have any, like, bigger box Nintendo Switch games? And they're always like, what do you mean? And I mean, like, maybe like special editions or some deluxe editions of a game that doesn't really fit on the shelf, that you guys kind of pretty much just keep it in the drawers. And sure enough, they did. They just couldn't put it out on display, but they had this Darius bundle for 40 bucks. Two games, actually two games, not in one, but in this crazy shrink wrap bundle. I've never seen these before. Let me know in the comments if you've seen these out there. I know there's some more bundles out there, like two other bundles. I think it's like the Cotton bundle and the Wonder Boy series. But this is the only one that they had, and I figured, why not? 40 bucks for this Darius bundle. To shoot 'em up, you can't go wrong with that. His last GameStop was probably my best finds and the best scores probably for the collection and the month of February, I guess, if I'm keeping track. Okay, so we're here at GameStop. It's actually Sunday. I forgot what day it is. The 25th. And usually GameStop does deals, or they do a new set of deals for the week. The 20, you know, every starting Sunday. So I'm gonna pop into GameStop, see what I can find. I'm not really expecting much, but if I find something, then obviously I'll show you guys. So I saw that there was a lot of deals going on Switch games, or for all consoles actually, where people are finding like $10 games or cheaper. So hope I find something like that. If not, it's all good.
GameStop puts a new set of deals for the week starting every Sunday. So I happen to be at this GameStop probably at the perfect time, because this GameStop carried some games that I've been wanting for the collection that had received a huge price drop. And I was surprised at how low these games were, because normally these games do not go for this cheap.
First, I'll show you the big box game that I got, and that is Loop 8 Summer of Gods Celestial Edition. Now, I don't know anything about this game. I just asked if they had any bigger box games in their drawers, and this is the only one that they had. But the crazy thing is that GameStop was having a sale on a lot of these games, which essentially GameStop was dropping the prices on a lot of these bigger box games because they weren't selling. So I found this for 25 bucks, which is, you know, 50% off. So I figured, why not? And then the last two pickups from that same GameStop where I picked up that Loop 8 game, these were probably my favorite finds, because if you have been following me for a while, I'm pretty much an NIS freak, although I haven't played too many games because of how busy I am, but I am an NIS freak. Pretty much, my collection has a lot of NIS titles. I didn't even know I had that many NIS titles, but at that time, I think GameStop had an NIS deal going on where a lot of their NIS games were going on sale. The first game here is Rhapsody Morrow Kingdom Chronicles for 25 bucks. I believe this game initially sold for 50. This is a brand new copy, as you can see. Oh yeah, well actually here, it sold for 40 bucks originally, and I got it for 25. This was a brand new copy. It is an open copy, but it's a brand new copy, and it has all its inserts. It has all the inserts, the booklet, the poster. For $25 to add another NIS game to the collection, I thought this is a good pickup. And finally, probably my favorite pickup from the month of February was The Legend of Heroes Trails into Reverie for $25. Like I said, GameStop was having a huge sale on NIS games, and they had dropped the price on a lot of these NIS titles. Some of them, obviously, you can't really find them out there anymore, because NIS is such a has such a niche player base, I guess you would say, because not a lot, at least not even my local GameStop, carries NIS games. I've gone to other GameStops where they have a bunch of NIS games all the time. But my local GameStop had to go out of my ways to go get this one. But yeah, another Legend of Heroes game to add to the collection. And it's funny because this game, I wanted to pick it up day one, but $60, I was like, no, that's a little bit too expensive. But it finally dropped down. I was waiting for a price drop, and the thing is, sometimes if you wait too long, you're never gonna get, you probably miss out on the game, right? So I'm glad that I was able to find this. I was able to get it when the price dropped, and it was the last copy that they had. It is pre-owned. I haven't tried the code yet, but I think it has pretty much everything that it's supposed to come with. But I know this game, originally, like I said, it sold for 60 bucks. Even pre-owned, you can see it sold for $55, so not much of a difference. But I thought $25 was probably the right price point for me to pick this game up finally and add it to my collection. And there you have it, guys. These were all my pickups for the month of February. I apologize again for the delay. I have just been very busy, and then the issue with what I had with that one game, I kind of just halted everything until I figured out what I was gonna do. But yeah, we're finally here, and these were all the games that I picked up for the month of February. Leave a comment down below if you would have picked up any of these games. What's your favorite pickup from this video? Mine, again, will probably have to be The Legend of Heroes Trails into Reverie. I've been trying to get that game into the collection, but I couldn't justify myself paying the 60 bucks for it, especially if I wasn't gonna get to it right away. But for 25 bucks, I figured that was a good price and probably the right price point and the cheapest I'll probably ever find that game. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below, what have you guys picked up for the month of February? I know it's March already, but let me know what you guys picked up, if you picked up any other games. Leave a like and also subscribe if you're new. Thank you guys so much. That's pretty much it, guys. Peace.